feels good. Sunrise in like 8 minutes. Oh. I'm excited to see the sunrise actually. It's been ages, right? And what do we do with this? We ring Debbie Sue. Bring, 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 bring. Ready? Let's shake it up. And what do we say? Shake it up, baby, now twist and shout. Shake, 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 shake. And just like that. Okay, the car is warmed up. All right, put that down. I'm going to put you down here because we can't drive and hold the phone at the same time. Turn that light off. And we are going to the beach. So we've got like a 5-minute drive. And then we're going to go to the beach, see the sunrise, do a bit of gratefulness, and go for a walk. And if you want to chat, have a chat. I'll be walking and having a chat. And I'll be doing well, not new move. I have been, well, I think it's Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue. And what do we say? Shake, 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 shake your booty. No, Debbie Sue doesn't say that. Debbie Sue says, did you hear were your ears burning, Debbie Sue? I was like, bring, 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 bring. You know all my tactics anyway. Anyway, Debbie Sue, we haven't been live in the morning for ages, Debbie Sue. Well, it feels like ages, Debbie Sue. And I guess, it's like when you do something for so long, it becomes a routine, right? When you don't do it for a while, it feels cool. Like, I'm excited to do a live stream this morning. I mean, I'm not ever excited to do a live stream, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think sometimes you can go, just another day, another live stream. It's just what I do, right? But since I've been so preoccupied and, doing other things in the mornings, I haven't been doing live streams. So it kind of feels nice to have a morning off to do a live stream. Because tomorrow morning I'm meeting up with another friend, so I won't be doing a live stream like I normally do. Friday morning I do Pilates, so I won't be doing a live stream. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is sorry, I can't read the chat at the moment, guys. We have got another 3 minutes to get to the beach, and then in 5 minutes we've got the sunrise. What will we see? Will we see a sunrise, guys? Will we see a sunrise? So I'm in southeast Queensland, and it is 6:25 a.m. on Wednesday morning. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, it'll be only Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening, depending on where you are. So you're like, meh, what is she doing? Oh, my windscreen is very dirty. So I can see the beach. I can see the palm trees lightly swaying. And the sky is beautiful, actually. We might see one of these pinky skies today for sunrise, which would be lovely. Or it could be really cloudy and we don't see a sunrise. You just don't know what kind of sunrise you're going to get, right? That's the whole thing. I haven't seen a sunrise for a little while. So officially, 6:30 is sunrise. It's 6:26 a.m. now. Ooh. It's going to be a cloudy one. We might not see it rise from the ocean over the island, but we're going to see it go over the clouds, and some interesting clouds out there. Wow. Very interesting clouds. We get to park in our normal car park. Wow, it's just like deja vu. Good morning. Let me show you the sunrise, guys. I see Fabric Studio. Hey, and Redwood Princess. Hello. How you going? Someone else. Let me show you. Let me show you the beach. Are you saying, Dora, get out of the car? Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Okay. We're going. Calm down. Calm down. It's all right. We're going. We're going. Woo! It's cold out there. It's cold out there. Woo! Okay. All right. We're going. Wow, it's awfully flat and nice. Everyone's waiting for the sunrise. I cannot wait to put my feet in the sand. Oh, that feels good. Ooh, lots of seagrass. Look at that seagrass. That's what the dugongs eat. Wow, look at that, guys. That is so beautiful. So welcome in, if you're watching this live stream, from wherever you are in the world. Hello. Putting my tripod down. So this beautiful place is called Redcliffe. And you can see where the tides come up today, this morning, where the seagrass is just sitting there. You don't normally see seagrass here. It's very interesting. Look at the sky over there. There's actually, we should see the full moon just dropping over there somewhere. Look at the sky, beautiful colour. It's a bit cloudy that way. But this is where the sun is rising over here. I love these kind of skies. Look at that sky. You know, when you see skies like this, I just think anything's possible, right? Anything's possible. All right, who's in the chat today? Who's in the chat? We've got Fabric Studio. We have Debbie Sue. Hey, Debbie Sue. I know Debbie Sue's like, yes, it's been a while. I know, it feels like it's been a while. James. Hello, James. How you going? And the Nightbot says, remember to drink some water. We've got some water. Oh, wow, that is so pretty. So it's 6:30 officially right now. That means the sun has just risen behind that cloud. In a couple of minutes, we'll see it coming over those clouds. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Leah. Hello, Leah. How you going? Lake potato. Are you making that up? Is there a lake potato in America? Well, welcome in, guys, to a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Australia. Hey, Matt, how you going? Matt, she's back. I feel like it's been ages since I've been on a live stream and talked to you guys. It's nice to talk to you guys. So we're about to see the sunrise over those clouds. I think that is sweet potato. He's asking something about a sweet potato laugh. Oh, okay, right. Guess who's back again? But I'll be gone again. Tomorrow I've got a friend, I'm meeting up with a friend and we're doing a walk on the beach. And then end of next week, my sister's coming. So I'll be spending some time with my sister in the morning, so. But, you know, end of the day, sooner or later I'll be in Africa and I probably won't be live streaming. Well, I've been looking, guys, at prices for eSIMs. If you're not familiar with the eSIM is one of these things that you don't actually, like, you know how our phones have got SIM cards in them? Well, obviously I've got an Australian SIM card and I'm not paying for my roaming to use my phone overseas. So I turn it off. So you can either get a SIM card in each country that you visit, or you can get an eSIM. An eSIM can cover you like the different countries you go to, and you just automatically connects when you get to the country. But they're very expensive. So I love you guys, but yeah, I won't be live streaming like I was when I was in Bali, because Bali was relatively cheap to live stream or to use data. I just bought SIM cards. Like, I didn't actually buy SIM cards, they were eSIMs, but you buy them in the country and they're a lot cheaper. Obviously, the advantage of eSIMs is that, like, when I'm going to about 5 or 6 different countries in Africa, it's a bit of a pain to, have to go get a SIM card, put it in your phone, take it out, get another one, that kind of thing. So you're paying for convenience to get an eSIM. But I'll just give you an idea. An eSIM generally costs about $50 for about 30 gig. So you think about that. 30 gig for $50. And the way Dora uses YouTube, I'd use that up in like 2 days. So that's not cost effective. So Dora won't be doing live streaming and paying $50 for 30 gigs. I'm going to get an eSIM that covers me for just probably maybe 20 gig, 30 gig. But I won't be using it for live streaming. I'll just be using it to check in with family. Might, put a couple of likes and stuff on my comments, on my videos and stuff like that. I won't be uploading any videos for that. But at night time, I can obviously use Wi-Fi. Exactly. But the thing is though, Debbie Sue, here we go, guys. There you go, guys. The sun is rising here. Can you see that, guys? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I'll stop singing. I love this moment. And I love sharing with you guys. And that's why I would like to share some stuff in Africa with you. That's why I like to do live streams. But you're right. Just enjoy yourself, Dora. You don't need to do a live stream. You guys will survive without me. Trust me, you will. And I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, it would be nice to show you some things on certain areas in Africa. Hence why, it'd be nice to do live streaming, but not for those rates. Sorry, guys. So take this moment to take it in, guys. I don't know, depending on what time it is for you, it might feel weird to be watching the sunrise, but, that's all right. It's my sunrise. I'm sharing it with you. And it's a moment to just stop and reflect and think about what you're grateful for today. I'm going to do my usual gratefulness. I'm going to put my hands up in the air and say, thank you, universe. Thank you, God. And I'm going to do my jumping for joy. So let me get my tripod. Turn you around and say hello. Set you up. Where's the sunrise? Oops, where is the sunrise? There it is. There's the sunrise. Turn you around. If you'd like to share what you're grateful for this morning, share away. But you don't necessarily have to share it. You can just think it. There's so much to be grateful for when you actually think about it. I could rattle off a million things. Like, how beautiful is it that the sun rises every morning? That's something to be grateful for. And look at that sky. That's something to be grateful for. I'm grateful for a 10-minute meditation I did this morning. I was like, no, I don't have time. I want to get to the beach. I don't want to miss the sunrise this morning. But you know what? No. You need to do 10 minutes of meditation just to give something back to yourself. It doesn't matter if I miss the sunrise, right? But we got there anyway. There's something magical about sunrises and sunsets. And if you get to watch one or a few a week, it's a beautiful thing. And I know it's not everyone's thing because, not everyone wants to get up early to see one. And, a lot of you guys are in summertime. So summertime, the sunrise is really early. Like for me, 6:30 in the morning, that's doable, right? But once it gets to summertime here in Australia, it's not doable. The sun is rising at like 4:30 in the morning. Dora ain't going to get up for that. So I can't really see the chat, guys. My eyes are blinded. I'm just trying to adjust. Actually, no, I'm trying to adjust. Not really, I can't adjust. Once you look at that bright sun, and that's another thing. I've been doing a lot of research on, what's good for your thyroid, and that's your throat. And a little bit of sun in the morning on your thyroid is really, really good for it. So guess what Dora's doing? She's like this, sunning herself. And you know what? It's really good to get some sun into your eyes first thing in the morning too. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do this in the middle of the day. You burn your eyeballs, right? But in the morning, it's good. So I can't read the chat, guys, and that's okay. You guys can have a chat. Obviously, if it's something important, put it in capitals and tell me about it in a bit. But I just need to let my eyes adjust to this sight. And then we'll go walking, guys. Will we see pelicans this morning? Will we see a dolphin? Guess what I'm doing today, guys? Have a guess what I'm doing today, guys. It involves water. I'll tell you in a second. Well, in a minute. I'm just enjoying this for a second. There's a dolphin out there, guys. Did you see that? There's a dolphin. Oh my God, guys. Just where that sun is rising, you're going to see a dolphin come in through. He's going to come through in a second. Oh my God, guys. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. Oh my God, there he is there. It's hard to see them, but I can just see the wake of him. There we go. There we go again. Are you guys seeing this? I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? They go down quite quickly. And you just don't know where they're going to pop up next. He's gone down again. He's lost it. He should be over here somewhere, but I've lost him. No. Wow, did you guys see that? There he is. There he is up there. Oh, whoops. There you go. That little thing that popped up there. Not great vision, guys. I know you can't really see him. But that is a beautiful sunrise. And that was a dolphin, guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you, universe. There he is again. Thank you, God. Wow. Honestly, when I see pelicans, when I see dolphins, I see that as a sign of, everything is really good in the world. Wow, guys, we are looking at a dolphin. He's just gliding along the water, and it actually is showing up on the camera, guys. I can't believe it. Well, guys, You're welcome. You are absolutely welcome. Take that moment in. You don't actually see dolphins in the wild very often because they're hard to spot. They're really hard to spot. I mean, the only reason I spotted it was I was looking at the sunrise, right? There he goes. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. I was just talking about seeing a dolphin, right? Oh my goodness, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look how flat the water is today, guys. Honestly, this moment, these are the moments, right? These little moments. Oh. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he going to pop up? Where are you going to pop up? So sorry, guys, I am not looking at the chat. I'm literally looking at the horizon, trying to find where the dolphin pops up. And we've lost him again. There he is. Out there. Whoops. I'm so thankful that you got to see the dolphin. He's doing something out there, guys. Did you see the tail go up then? He's found some fish there, guys. That is magic, guys. That is absolute magic. There's two of them there, guys. Did you see that, guys? There's two of them. Okay, I'm trying to keep still. I'm being so excited. There is actually two of them there, but only sometimes one goes up. But we're actually seeing two of them. Yep, there you go. Did you see two of them, guys? Debbie Sue, did you see two? Oh my goodness, I am so glad I get to share this with you guys. Oh, there's two of them. Oh my goodness. Oh. Honestly, this is not normal, guys. If you're new here, you don't always see dolphins here. It's something that, you know, they're definitely out here, but to actually see one is very difficult because they're not that common. I actually just think I see three of them now. Okay, they've gone under for a while now. Where are you? Well, I think that's it for us now, guys. Because once you let go, you've lost them. But do you think Adora can let go? She's a stubborn little thing. Nah, we're letting go, guys. It's getting too far away. But there you go, guys. We have sunrise. Wowzers, look at that sunrise. Look at that sunrise. Well, Debbie Sue, I'm glad you got to see that. I don't know who else is there to see that, but wow. Oh, we've got someone from Brazil there. Hello to Brazil. So guys, I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to put this in the car. I'll be back, guys. I'll just leave you to have a look at the sunrise for a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, those birds are going crazy. All right, guys. Well, welcome to Redcliffe. Wow, and we just saw dolphins, guys. We just saw dolphins, and we've got some swimmers out here. Beautiful sunset, sunrise. And let's walk. Let's walk. Well, welcome, guys. That was a great welcome back to live streaming, Dora, on a Wednesday morning. Wow, that was a beautiful sunrise. Oh, and the fact that we saw dolphins. I feel so grateful. So grateful. And look at all the people. There's actually lots of people on the beach this morning to see the sunrise and just to go for a walk. Beautiful. I love seeing people on the beach, enjoying it. So guys, look how flat the water is today. What would be a really good thing to do on water today, guys? Anyone got any suggestions on what Dora's doing today? Wow, that is a beautiful sunrise. Guys, let me just get a photo. I'm gonna, it'll buff for a second, guys, where I take a photo, okay? Okay. Thank you for being patient. I had to take a thumbnail, right, guys? I just went straight to the live stream this morning because I didn't want to stuff around. So Lisa and I have a thumbnail to put in the live stream for replay. So if you're watching this on the replay, guys, wow, we saw a dolphin. And that is special, guys. I can't even count on one hand how many times we've seen dolphins on a live stream. A couple of months ago, we saw a dolphin. The morning I lost my battery pack, and we went walking looking for my battery pack, and then we saw a dolphin. That was the last time. This guy's doing some aggressive breath work. Does anyone do breath work? The meditation I did this morning involved a bit of breath work and some tapping. It was so good. All right, I can't read the chat. Wow, guys, the sky looks insanely beautiful today. Insanely beautiful. It's like, welcome back, Dora. We've missed you. And because we've missed you, we're giving you a gift of seeing a beautiful pelican. We haven't seen a pelican yet, but we saw a beautiful dolphin. But not just one dolphin, 2 dolphins, maybe even 3 dolphins. Oh, that was amazing. I mean, I know on the live stream it's not great to see, but when you can see it with your own eyes, wow, there's something magical about that. And it just tells me that I'm on the right path and that my angels are looking down at me going, you're good. A few of you saw my last video I uploaded on Friday, talking about a moment with a reflection about my father. And I know he's looking down at me going, you got this, girl. You got this. You got it. So thanks, Dad. Message received. So we have some swimmers here. And, well, they're not even wearing wetsuits on top, guys. Okay, let's try the water. Let's see how cold the water is, guys. Ooh, Doable. It's doable. It's doable. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to step off and get in there. But yeah, there'd be a little bit of screaming from Dora probably. But it does look beautiful. It's very, very clean. Look at this. Look how fresh and clean it is this morning. It's not always this clear. This is definitely, the tides are a little bit different to this week. The last, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago when I was doing walks on the beach, you saw a lot of seagrass in the water and a lot of seaweed in the water. And I'm looking down the beach down here where I normally walk down Lavender's Rock, and it looks like there was a bit of seagrass, but not that much. So, wow. So let me tell you what we're doing today, guys. Let me tell you what we're doing today. It's one of my favourite things to do. Guys, what's one of my favourite things to do? You see animals, right? Like, I love seeing animals in the wild. It's just, I think it's something that we share this planet with, beautiful animals, and to be able to see them in their natural habitat without being behind cages and, locked up is a beautiful thing. Well, we've got this beautiful sea here, right? And it's winter here, obviously, in Australia. And right now, it's so beautiful and flat. And guess what season it is? It's whale season, guys. So I was saying to one of my clients yesterday, we're down here, and I said, my gosh, the water is so flat and so clear. We were looking for dugongs. There's a jetty on this other side over here, and we could actually see straight down into the water. And you could see the seagrass. I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen a dugong in the water before. And we're looking. We didn't see one, but the whale watching boat came in. Now, the whale watching boat that leaves from Redcliffe, that goes out to the other side of this island, there's an island just here, goes to the point. It costs $170, which is about $120 to go whale watching. Now, that's quite hefty. It's a very, very big boat. You get lunch. It's well regarded as one of the best boats to go look at whales. So it's humpback season at the moment. So we have a lot of out in the bay, and I just can't justify $120 because that's a fair bit of money. And look, Dora is trying to save to go to Africa, right? But at the same time, my clients that I work with are young adults with disabilities, and from time to time I will do like social events with them to to say, hey, great work with the work you've been doing. Like, they work at different thrift shops to learn skills, and I work them hard, guys. I'm a bit of a taskmaster, right? Anyway, so I said to him yesterday, I was like, you know what? This is great weather right now. And you don't want to go watching when it's, bumpy, right? It's not great. You start feeling a bit green. But I said, you know what? I reckon tomorrow might be the opportune day to go whale watching. So we quickly did some Googling on if we can get some good prices for some whale watching trips. Now, last year, I went to the Gold Coast, which is that way, about an hour and a half. I'm sure you've all heard about the Gold Coast. It's beautiful golden beaches. And it takes a little bit, it might be an hour and a half, but with traffic, it can take up to 2 hours. So it's a fair drive. It's a great drive. I love it. And it's a good deal. You can get there about $70. $70 is a ticket price. And I've never gone to the Sunshine Coast, which is up that way, about an hour. I've never done the Sunshine Coast whale watching. So I was like, okay, let's Google that. So we got a ticket for $76 each, which is, in US, probably about $45 US. So $45 US is not too bad. And look, I know I should be saving to go overseas, But at the same time, this is part of my work. You know, it's a good incentive for me to give back to my clients a little bit too. Like, I mean, I get paid for doing it. So, you know, effectively I get paid to go whale watching. But I don't pay for the client's ticket. The parents will reimburse me for the client's ticket. But, you know, I have been saying for the last couple of weeks, you know, you work hard. You know, if you listen to me and play the game, you listen to me and, you know, do the right thing at work. We work on the things that we need to work on. You know, I will take you whale watching. Normally I kind of use it as a more like, okay, do a good job in this next week and we'll go. But because the weather is so amazingly, like, I mean, look how flat that is, guys. That is just so flat. Like, you can't, that's just amazing. But anyway, I was like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, consequently, we're going whale watching today. I can't wait. Okay, so here is all the seagrass that we were talking about. It is still here. It's not great walking on it, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like walking on it. It's not that thick, but we haven't walked down to Lavender's Rock for a while, so I'm going to try to make it happen. So let's walk up here a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Mayers? Hello, Mayers? Yeah, so I can't wait. Today's going to be awesome. Oh, pardon me. Today is going to be awesome. I know, Debbie Sue, I know. I'm very excited. So I charged up my camera yesterday or over the weekend because I need to start practicing using my camera for when I go to Africa. Wow, look at all the mangroves. They're really started to grow. Since the last time I've been here, they're actually getting a lot bigger here. So the mangroves are growing around Lavender's Rock. So here's Lavender's Rock. Shape of a love heart. It's always a good moment to remind yourself to, well, take a moment to yourself. And there's Susan. Hello, Susan. How you going, mate? The Nightbot reminded me to take some water, guys. And I always take a moment when I have a stop and look at the rock and just think about, could be love for yourself, could be love for anything. Susan, we saw some dolphins before. Debbie Sue and I saw some dolphins. Actually, 2 dolphins, actually. So great. Oh, so grateful. And the sunrise was so beautiful this morning. It's nice to see you, Susan. It feels like it forever since I've been doing a live stream in my mornings. And look at this beautiful day. Sunrise over here. And look how flat the water is today, Susan. I was just telling Debbie Sue that, and whoever else in the chat, that I'm going to go whale watching today. And specifically because yesterday was just as beautiful. And I was like, you know what, this is probably the opportunity to go when it's really, really flat. It's nice. So yes, I cannot wait. And it's a good opportunity for me to use the camera and get some practice on the camera. Because I tell you, Dora needs to use the camera and get it working for my trip to Africa. Can't be just using my phone, right? Because the phone just runs out of battery so fast. And plus, I use all my my memory on my phone. So I'm just going to start using my camera more for videoing and taking photos. Wow, what a beautiful vision today. I mean, it's like I'm watching this from the first time, like for the first time again. Like, honestly, I live in such a beautiful place. I feel so grateful that I get to, wake up in the morning and like 5 minute drive from my house is this beautiful beach. I get to call this place home. There's something about being grateful, right? There's definitely always something to be grateful for. But like the fact that we were just doing gratefulness this morning, thinking about being grateful, and I was like, okay, well, we should think about walking, and we might see some pelicans on the walk or even some dolphins. And then suddenly I'm like, oh my gosh, there are some dolphins out there, and we saw them. And I got to show Debbie Sue some dolphins. And it's lovely to see animals, but it's also really nice to show other people, that might not live near the ocean, wildlife. And that's why I love doing live streaming. Of course, I love her chat too, right? Morning. The water is it's like glass this morning, Susan. Absolutely beautiful. And Debbie Sue, you're liking the sound of the water just lapping up against the water at the coast or the beach? It's so nice. Hey, Susan, are you feeling better today? How's that cough? Because on your live stream yesterday, man, you were still coughing up lungs. Ooh. I think they're changing over bins or something over the back here. Might be garbage day. Actually, it's garbage day at home for me, so might be garbage day down here. Them changing over the bins. Wow. This is seriously a beautiful day. Oh, thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Susan's got here, I'm grateful for a good night's sleep. For the first time in 4 weeks, I didn't wake up and have an hour-long coughing fit. Grateful. Oh, well, I'm really grateful that you had a great sleep last night, Susan. That means you'll feel better today, right? You'll be able to think better, function better, everything will be better today. Well, I'm glad that maybe that's the start of you feeling better, Susan. Because it has been a while. I was actually quite surprised yesterday when I heard your cough. I was like, man. Maybe that's the end of it though. Like it was just like, sleep is something that Debbie Sue is definitely trying to get more of. Hey, Debbie Sue. Susan, what are you going to get up to today? I'm sure you're getting over it, mate. Because that cough, whoa. Just absolutely beautiful. Like, honestly. Oh. How do you do highlights again? I can't remember how to do a highlight. Oh, that's it. such a beautiful day. It is -2 here. Wondering if we're going to get snow today. Oh my goodness. For -2, I really hope you get some snow. It'd be amazing if it does snow. I can't wait. Cannot wait. If it does snow, Susan, can you just send me a prank phone call or something? Just a quick phone call so I can Susan just rang so I know that you're going live. Because obviously I'll be working today, but I'll make any excuse to see the snow on your live stream. So different to down here. Yeah, I know. Completely different, right? But, you know, that's the world we live in. Susan, did you see Debbie Sue's? I think it was like maybe a week ago. Debbie Sue had a video. She posted it a week ago. I only saw it yesterday. And she showed just these beautiful rolling hills of Virginia. Holy smacks, it was beautiful. Beautiful. And it just showed the three of us live in such different places. You've got Virginia in America with these rolling, beautiful hills, and it's just, wow, And then you've got me here, and then you've got Susan on this beautiful, this beautiful paddock and this beautiful backdrop, and potentially snow today. I mean, wow, it's really amazing. I loaded up the log burner overnight to keep it going, so I had the wood stove and the log burner going just in case. Yeah, well, I think you'll need it this morning. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, give me a prank phone call. Yeah, we're manifesting that for you, Susan. Just like we're manifesting a tractor. The tractor's coming, Susan. Wow. Oh, yeah. Susan's got a permanent, screensaver. You know the view we're all talking about too, right? The view out your window, and it's just of the beautiful green and the different seasons, right? Thinking about only a couple of months ago when it was fire season, how dry it was. And then suddenly it's so green, and today it's going to be white with snow. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the snow. I can't wait to see Jasper running around in the snow. That's what I can't wait to see. And I can't wait seeing, you know what would be really funny? Susan, if you put the video on, right, on your tripod with that view of, the paddock with the snow, and then there's Jasper, but turn it on and video it, and then you run, Jasper's running out in the water, in the snow, and then you running after Jasper. I think that would make a priceless video. And if there's a few cows in the background, that'd look even better. Just think it out loud. What is that? Oh, we have a jellyfish. Hello, jellyfish. I think it looks like it's munched. Half of him got eaten out. I know something happened to them. Oh, it's just so beautiful today. Okay, what are you saying, TJW? I saw you in one of the websites called Whips. Is that you? Okay. I'm just going to get rid of this person because time out. He's annoying us. guy's about to go swimming out here. He's in his jocks. You can't see this, guys, but just in front of us is a guy stripping off into his jocks. He's going to go for a swim. Let me just zoom in a bit on him. Oh, there he goes. I thought he was going to stop for a second and go, "Ooh, was this a smart decision?" But no, he went straight in. Go you. Go you. Nightbot says to have some water, so let me have some water. So beautiful. Imagine swimming, guys. There's someone swimming at the background there. That's where I saw the dolphins last. Imagine swimming along and then suddenly you swim straight into a dolphin. I'd have a bit of a heart attack, I reckon. All right, well, I'm going to keep on going. I don't have to get home till, well, about 8:15. So good. I've got a little extra time this morning, so I'm going to go for a good walk. If you want to join, you can, but if you've got better things to do, like I suggest you should, please go do them. Please don't need to hang out with me. You guys know that I'll talk to myself, and I often do. But yeah, definitely want to do some walking today. So let me share about the squatting stories. So last time I was probably on the live stream in the mornings, I was talking about I had been to a physiotherapist and we were given some exercises to start building some squat endurance for potential having to go to the toilet over a hole in Africa. So, and I have basically I was blaming it on my knee, right? I was blaming it on my knee, but really, the physiotherapist said it's not really about your knee. It's more about your hips and your quads. Everything's really, really tight. So, I'm not stretching enough. And so basically I have to loosen up. So we're doing some certain exercises and he's definitely doing some exercises like massage and like absolutely killing me in my legs and stuff. And I have to use one of those, those massage guns. So I've been doing that. And I'm definitely seeing that I'm definitely getting a little bit more movement, as in like I'm actually squatting a little lower. But now it's time to actually do the endurance side of it. How long can I hold it? So that's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm about 3 weeks away from going. And to be honest, I've probably only got 2 months of training. Like even when I go on holidays, I'll still be training myself. Because the first half of my trip, I really doubt that I'll be having to, I might, if I'm out on the 4-wheel drive truck and, duty calls, we might have to pull over and I might have to pee behind a tree or something like that. So, yeah, there could be a possibility. But it's the second half of my trip that there'll probably be more cases where I probably will actually have to use a squat toilet, as in a hole in the ground. So I've got technically 2 months to get this endurance up. Because, if you're going to do a number one, you got to hold it more than 30 seconds, Dora. I can do 30 seconds when I first started training. So I need to get it to about 5 minutes. That's where I need to get it to. Because you think about it, if you're doing a number two, Well, it's not, it's a little bit more than a minute. More, for us, a lot more than a minute. So anyway, a friend of mine last week that was hanging around at home, Tammy, suggested I go see her friend who was an osteopath. Now, I don't even know what an osteopath does, to be honest. Like, you've got chiropractors, you've got physiotherapists, you've got osteopaths. I mean, there's just, there's so many. Okay, let's pull on our pants here. Let's go through here. So she said to me, she goes, look, you have to make this happen, like, as in me. Like, you got no ifs or buts about this Moriara, because she calls me Moriara. You got to make this happen. And physiotherapists are great, but she goes, you need a little bit more. She goes, you're obviously really, really tight in those areas. You need to free them up. She goes, look, physiotherapists, they help relieve it and they'll give you some things, but it's not fast enough. You need more instant. She said, go see Luke. She goes, he will find the target areas and he will free them up. She goes, I only go to him like every 4 months or something, she goes, and that's enough. It lasts. She goes, he frees up my shoulders where I have a lot of pain, and just with a couple of manipulations, he frees it up, and I'm good for 4 months. She goes, if you can free up your hips and your quads, you'll get better training so that you'll be able to hold the squats better for the training that the physiotherapists give you. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, we went last night. And he was really, really good. And I feel like I'm even standing taller, guys. I feel lighter on my feet. Everything feels really, really good. So I'm really, really glad I did listen. Because, Dora doesn't always listen. So yeah. And I feel like he's given me some better direction. Let me show you up here. Because we haven't done our push-ups, our triceps for ages. So let's do a bit of that too. And let me show you what the physiotherapist told me to do versus what the osteopath says I should do. Wow, the sky is so beautiful today. Yes, so Debbie Sue, I probably didn't think about that so much. The physio kind of more addresses the muscles. Hey, Luna, how you going? Welcome in. We saw a beautiful sunrise this morning, and we also saw some dolphins. And this would have been a great view to see them. They were out here frolicking away. I'm actually surprised the pelicans aren't out this morning because there's the guy fishing down there and there's a couple of boats out. We've got a couple of swimmers out too. Such a beautiful day. You're at your cousin's house, that's great. So, let me explain let me just take a few things out of my pockets. Okay. I have my battery pack. Don't forget that, Dora. Keys, take them out too. Don't forget them. So let me show you what the physio gave me. So, okay. So the physio said I need to hold on to a bench. Hold on to a bench. It's not a great example, but let's just pretend. Move that around. Hold on to a bench. And we need to go down as low as we can go. And we just hold, okay? And we should do that as many times a day as we can. That's what the physio said, okay? So basically we're holding on and getting low as we can, right? And even just that action then, I'm getting lower than I normally can. So, because this is all freed up, because I went to see the osteopath yesterday. So, but the osteopath said, that's great, but you're holding onto a bench. You're not getting able to get too low. He goes, what you need to do is find a door. Let me show you. That's a good example. Okay, I'll use this over here. He said I should walk down the door.
that makes any sense. Anyway, I'll show you. I'll do the action. So what he's saying is, the physio is saying hold like this. The osteopath is saying walk down the wall, so you're getting lower and holding. And he said you shouldn't do that more than 5 minutes a day. He goes, you need to give your body a bit of time to repair. So he goes, do that a few times, but a maximum of 5 minutes a day, and that's it. Corey's Southern Adventures. Hey, Corey Southern Adventures. Check out the view today, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. Magical winter day here in southeast Queensland. You had to walk up the wall with your shoulders up. Okay, so holding up. Okay, right, I get you. Okay, and did that help? So, guys, just bear with me while I do my normal kind of, routine. You can hang out if you want to, doesn't matter. But just a disclaimer, guys, I am not a health and fitness channel. So please don't try to follow what I do, because that'd be silly, because, I'm me and you're you. Go see a doctor. I am not a health and fitness channel. Please don't subscribe. I am just sharing some experiences that I'm having with my friends. And at the moment, my experience is trying to build up some strength in my arms. We haven't done this for a few weeks, so this will be fun. All right. So we're doing 10 reps, 5 sets. Wow. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, one set. Now that's really interesting. When I'm doing my normal squat that I'm just doing, I'm actually getting a little bit more lower because this area is freeing up. I feel like when I was doing my other normal squat, I'd get to about here and I couldn't squat anymore because this is all too stiff. But I got down lower. I mean, it's not perfect, but hey, I'm not perfect. Debbie Sue's got here, yeah. It helps stretch it out and loosen it up. I still have to do that from time to time. Okay, great. Okay, so you've had some good results by seeing your osteopath. Great. Okay, one set done. Let's go. Don't rush it. It feels good doing this again, guys. I like doing this kind of stuff. Need to stretch that out. Oh. It's getting a bit hot, guys. All right. Squat time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2. Okay. Oh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3. I need some water. And the bot said to take some water, guys. The bot said to take some water. It's the traveling with the combs. Hey, Ash and Brendan. How are you? How are you guys going? Let me show you the view today, Ash and Brendan. The sunrise was insane this morning. Absolutely insane. It's 7:38 a.m. here on Wednesday morning. And we saw some dolphins out here this morning. Hold on a second, guys. Did we just see another dolphin? There is something out there, bubbling away out there. Can you see that, guys? Let me zoom in a bit more. Showing you guys dolphins is hard because you just don't know when they're going to pop up. But there was something going on in the water. I think it might just been fish, actually. But let me just have another little looky. But yeah, so today I'm actually going whale watching, and look at how flat the water is today. It's absolutely phenomenal. So I'm driving an hour this way up to the Sunshine Coast and doing a whale watching trip up there. And man, I cannot wait. It looks absolutely mint condition on a boat today, and that's important, right? Because if it's too bumpy, you don't really enjoy it that much because it's, you're holding on to your dear life and you're not feeling very well in your belly. Not that I get too seasick, but I do, if it's too rough, I'll start feeling a bit yucky in my stomach. So yeah, that's why I like to, try to pick the good time to go whale watching. And yesterday was absolutely stunning on the water. And I looked at the temperatures and the tide and all that, and it said, look, today was exactly the same. So I was like, you know what? This is the window. Let's go. So whale watching in southeast Queensland around. It's from Hervey Bay down to kind of like the Gold Coast area. So you can see whale watching Gold Coast. You can go from Redcliffe, you can go from Sunshine Coast, and you can go from Hervey Bay. So there's lots of different pockets of humpback whales that come through here. And this bay used to be very, very famous for humpback whales actually. But unfortunately, so there's an island here. There used to be a whaling station there. So Tangalooma Resort is a resort over there, but it actually used to be a whaling station. So back in the late 70s, early 80s, they used to kill a lot of the whales here. So unfortunately, the whale population hasn't come back. Sadly, they remember there was too much slaughter, so they haven't come back to this bay. Sadly, right? They go on the other side. They're at the tip, and then further up. So I'm going further up. So that's where I'm going to see them. So obviously with the whales getting slaughtered here, the sharks got wind on it. So there's a lot more shark population in this bay. So this is called Moreton Bay. And she's very, very still today. Absolutely still. I mean, it's so beautiful. So we're in a place called Redcliffe. This is called Redcliffe Peninsula. Beautiful little place. So you still have a lot of houses that live on the beach, people that live on the beach, but they're turning into a lot of high rises. There's a crane behind this building. They built a big apartment there. There's a couple of cranes on the other side. So there's a lot of development of apartments getting on the beachfront. They can't build them like high rises like Florida or the Gold Coast, but they can go, I think, about 6 stories. So it does change kind of the aspect of the beach a little bit. At the Gold Coast, you can walk along the beach in the afternoon and there's actually a shadow of all the high rises on the beach. So that's not nice. But that's development, right? The Gold Coast is very famous. They need lots of apartments for people to come stay at. And everyone wants to stay at the beach, I guess. But this is not really it's kind of touristy here. That's a hotel that you can stay at, the Seabull Hotel, which is part of the Accor group. People do come to Redcliffe to stay. It's more of a local kind of place. I mean, I used to live in the country. We used to come to Redcliffe for holidays because it's quite flat. It's good for families to run, swim on the beach. There's not big waves because we have that island there blocking the waves. That's a big island for surfing over there. So I used to have boyfriends. We used to go over there and they'd go surfing. I wouldn't go surfing. And a few times I was over there, some surfers got taken by sharks. So, I ain't going to go surfing over there. So, yeah, the sharks are real. They are definitely out there. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. And I get to call this home, right? I'm so grateful. So grateful. All right. So we've had enough break. It's back. We've got 2 more sets to go. 2 more sets. And then we'll go more walking. Yeah. Oh. 4 sets done. 1 more set. All right, let's do it. Then we go walking. Whoa. Those triceps kick my ass. Kick my ass. Oh, someone there is Alexis. I like your coat. You're strong. You are pretty. Oh, thank you. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a health and fitness channel, so please don't subscribe. I'm not a health and fitness channel. I'm about to go for a walk and show you the beach, okay? But thank you for those comments. It's lovely. Not needed, but that's cool. All right. Finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 sets. Okay, but we have to finish this off. And I'm going to finish it off on the wall. Give me a second. $63 squats to represent the 63 people that decide they don't want to be here today. And that's one of those people is my friend Esther. So 63 people in Australia decide they don't want to be here. So that's just a stat that was given a couple of years ago from Lifeline. Lifeline are a company that do great things here in Australia. I believe they do great things in other places around the world too, where they have a hotline where if you're not feeling very good, you can call that hotline and someone will talk to you. And sometimes that's what someone just needs, someone to talk to. And right now I need to fill my bottle of water up. But mental health is a big deal, and we should all be looking after our own mental health. And I guess that's what I do in the morning. I go for a walk it's good for my mental health, right? Let me give you a second here. Let me just put you there. I fill up a bottle of water. And I won't stop talking about it because obviously my friend Esther is really important. She's no longer with us because of her mental health. And only like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, we finished off that beautiful project where we were walking on this beach collecting sea glass when I was training for that 30-kilometre walk for mental health. I was walking for Esther, and we spent many moments talking about Esther and mental health and how important it is for everyone's mental health to look after it and to also check on other people, right? And yeah, we picked up some beautiful sea glass, and I talked about making some kind of project with it. And I didn't end up finishing it last year because it was just too hard. I don't know, I just couldn't get it done. The glass kept on falling off the lampshade. Well, anyway, if you know, you know, you were there. We did a project over a weekend and we got it done. And now I have this beautiful lamp that sits on my breakfast table, and I turn it on in the morning and it lights up. And that was Esther. She lit up a room when she walked into a room. I don't think she realised how she did light up a room and how loved she really was. But she had some trauma that wasn't dealt with when she was living in Malaysia, because in Malaysia they don't recognise mental health. And her family just said, just get over it. And it's, you know, if something traumatic's happened to you, it's not easy just to get over it, right? You do need some help. And I know that many countries around the world are putting more money and infrastructure into, that's probably not a great word for it, but more resources into mental health and programs to help people that are suffering and that just need a little bit of help, right, before it gets too serious. So I think it's great that we are doing most countries are doing a little bit more to help. But, I guess by talking about it, I'm not here to be a martyr about it, but I'm just here to talk about, it also helps me, right? Because, from time to time, I might be suffering a few things and I guess I'm a talker, so I talk things through. I'm lucky I have some great friends that, I can pick up the phone and call Susan and say, hey, Susan, I'm not having a really good day. And, I can tell her why and she'll listen. And it's not about her, solving the problem. Sometimes it's just having someone to listen. And a lot of people don't have that. And that's why I guess Lifeline here in Australia have a program or a phone number. You can ring, you can text, and it's free. And they will listen. So, yeah, I think it's beautiful. And I think if you can be there for someone and just listen, that can be the difference sometimes. Thanks, Susan, for sharing those lines, those phone numbers. Hey, Susan, looking at your live stream yesterday, holy smacks, Jasper is getting bigger and bigger. I mean, of course he's going to get bigger, right? But he's a big puppy. Love to see how big's his paws. How big do you reckon he's going to get? He's so adorable. So adorable. So I wonder where the pelicans are today, guys. I don't see the pelicans at all. Now, if the pelicans turn up, our friend Deb Warwick would just turn up in a minute. You know that, guys. But you never know, they might be on the other side. So if we get down there, we'll have a look. I'm going to walk a little bit faster, actually, because I want to get to the other side of that stormwater drain or pipe. That's where we normally see the pelicans. And then I can come back. So there'll be a bit of bumping. The phone won't be exactly flat as it normally is. Though it's never flat. Because I'm walking. We're walking. And after I do those 5 sets of those reps, I've got to say I do feel really empowered by it, and because I feel like I'm looking after my body, right? I mean, debatable if I'm doing a good job with the actual actions, but that's not the point, right? The point is I'm actually doing something for myself, my mental health, and I guess for me personally, I like to. And this is just me, my perspective. I like to, I guess, push myself a little bit. And those triceps really kick my ass, I've got to say. When I get to about 7 or 8, I'm I want to fall on the ground. But I'm pushing myself. I'm just pushing myself, going, come on, you a couple more. And that's good for me mentally. Everyone's different, but that really helps me. And also helps me feel like I'm actually looking after myself. Morning? Are they biting this morning?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No. Very quiet this morning.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get something for you. Hey, did you see the pelican? The dolphins before?
No.
Yeah, there was a couple of dolphins out there before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Oh, they're hard to spot, aren't they? Sometimes.
They can concentrate on the tips. So
That's true. Yes.
Don't see much other than that. Very nice morning.
Yeah, you too. Bye. So he hasn't caught anything this morning. Okay, so up a bit further, we've actually got one of those guys, those metal detectors that people walk on the beach? Well, this guy's got a metal detector that goes in the water. So he's actually diving, he's snorkeling down and using his metal detector. You'll see it a bit closer when we get up here. I'd actually like to have a go on those metal detectors. I've never done that before. Has anyone done those? Like used a metal detector? People do it on the beach looking for jewellery, I guess. Oh, the temperature's gone up. We're not in the minuses now. Ah! Heat waves, Debbie Sue says. But still, snow is about 0 degrees, right? You were -2 before. Okay, we're manifesting. Let's just take a couple of seconds, guys, 2 minutes, to think about snow falling on that beautiful green pasture. Pasture? Land. Driveway? No. Paddock. I see snow lightly just sprinkling down on the green paddock, falling on the cow's back. The cows mooing because they don't want to be that cold. And then it's just enough snow that Jasper gets his first feel of snow. And then Jasper is going to be wet, giving Susan another thing to do this morning, which is keep Jasper warm. And she has to wrap him in a blanket, and he probably likes a big... Actually, have you washed him yet? I love washing puppies. They're so cute when you wash them, and then you've got to like cuddle them with a towel. So here's this guy. So he's got his little marker there so people don't run him over. It's a good idea. Snow tends to be 1 degree to 3 degrees. Okay, so this is good, Susan. We're going in the right direction, Susan. Okay, that vision. Holding on to the vision again. Let's think about that vision. So, Jasper. I see Jasper, his paw just going... Toot, 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 toot. Can you see the footprints in the snow? I can see the footprints in his snow. Little footprints in the snow. And he's like tiptoeing along the snow going, what is going on? This is weird. Oh, that would make an incredible video, but just an incredible moment between you, Susan. Oh, sorry, Susan and Paige with Jasper. She doesn't need to share it to the world. But just saying, it would be fun to see. And like, you know, you don't get those moments with puppies very long. So as much as Susan is absolutely shattered, and this cold, you know, this cough that she's got, it's probably not a great thing at the moment. Definitely not a great thing. But yeah, Susan, enjoy these moments because Jasper's growing so fast. Each week I see him on that You're Live, I'm like, oh my goodness, he's just growing so much. And he'd be so adorable. The photos of Jasper in the snow, like prancing along the snow, would be just... Can you imagine, Debbie Sue? Can you imagine it? Oh, I imagine it. I can imagine it. I see it. So look at the... Wow. There's actually been a lot of erosion here, guys. Wow, look at that. So normally you can just walk straight up onto those steps. The sand has been eroded away. If Paul's lurking in the background, not as bad as Kuta Beach though, Paul. Not as bad as Kuta Beach. So when we were in Bali, I did take you a couple of times up to Kuta, and the whole beach has been eroded away. Though I believe when I was leaving Bali, there was a huge development of bringing sand back to that area. They were trying to do some, I don't know, they were doing something to bring the sand back. Because Kuta used to be one of the main beaches to sit there and watch the sunset. But now it's moved down to Lagian, where I was sitting with Paul at Michael's beach bar. Okay, so our friend the pelican is not here. So this is as far as we're going to walk this morning, guys. Because I want to walk back and have a nice breakfast before I go to work. When I say work, it's going to be a hard day at the office today, guys. Going whale watching. And I've been talking a lot about creating a life that I don't need to run away from, right? And I understand that, in a couple of weeks it does appear that I am running away to Africa. But to be honest, I'm quite content right here. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I don't feel like I need to run away anymore. Like, I love my life at home. There was a time that I was very frustrated with my work. And I think we all get those moments where we get a little frustrated and little things just eat at us. But I'm trying to change my perspective. I should be honoured for what I get to do. Young people skills that hopefully they can use in their future away from me, right? And that's nice. I shouldn't take that lightly. And what I say and I do, and I have to think about I don't want to teach anyone the wrong thing, but what I'm saying is I should do a good job. I should be proud of what I do, and I do. I do try to do a good job, and I should be proud of that, and I am. And I think it's definitely perspective, right? Because in any job you do, you can just get a little, stale. And I guess the difference is that maybe I've started taking a few breaks and having some, time away from my clients. And maybe that's the difference, right? Oh, definitely, Susan. I see a big effort coming along. Today's the day. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. I see the vision, Susan. I see Jasper absolutely freaking out by falling into the snow and going, what is this weird stuff? But then at the same time, after he realises that it's not going to hurt him, he will absolutely love it. Well, hopefully, Susan, that this, a good night's sleep tonight will help prepare you for getting over this cough. Reminder to have some water, guys. Right. All right, let's start walking. Walk this way. Walk this way. Man, absolutely stunning day. I cannot get over it. I know it sounds like I'm a broken record. Absolutely beautiful. And those clouds that were there before, there was quite grey when I first started doing the live. They're gone. She's Gansky. It's made way for an absolutely cracker of a day. Cracker. And it'll be topped off even more by getting a prank phone call from Susan, which is code for, I'm going live, it's snowing. I can't wait. So guys, if you want to do the hashtag Adventure Life, share your link. But I don't know who's in the background. Paul might be there lurking. I've got a few lurkers. Could be Paul. It could be Jazz. Jazz is a resident lurker too. It's late at night for Jazz. So Jazz is probably trying to drift off to sleep. She shouldn't be watching YouTube, just saying, Jazz. But have a good night's sleep, Jazz, if it's you. Wow. Doesn't it look amazing, Susan? So grateful. It feels like forever. I'm just trying to think when it was actually the last time I did a live stream. I think, you know what? I don't think I did one live stream last week from the beach. I didn't go to the beach at all last week. Oh, I did with my friend Tammy, but I didn't do a live stream. So maybe it's been a week and a half since I've been. I think it was Wednesday. I think it was a Thursday, a week and a half ago. Yeah, right, wow. So Susan and Debbie Sue, I think you might have heard me talk about it, but my sister's coming up, my half-sister from Sydney. So she's coming up for 2 weeks. So she's coming up for a week by herself. She's staying in an Airbnb. So I'm going to pick her up at the airport this Thursday. And then her partner is driving up a week later. So there's going to be lots of family get-togethers, and so it'll be our first full-on family get-together actually. So I think the Sunday before I go away, that'll be when my sister Riani, her partner will be back from work. So it'll be my sister, her partner, my niece, and probably Levi, which is the stepson. And then there'll be my half-sister Tracy and Simon, her partner. And then it'll be my mum and Diego and me. So not exactly, well, obviously my sister's my half-sister Tracy has a daughter, Lauren. She won't be coming up, but it's kind of like nearly a full circle of, our family. We don't have a huge lot of family, but it's so wonderful that my sister's coming up. Can't wait. She hasn't been up since my father's burial of his ashes, which is probably 8 years ago now. So, yeah, it's quite a big deal that she's coming up. She doesn't love to fly, so she's putting herself out of her comfort zone to fly. They normally do drive up, but she wanted to have a bit of time without her partner and just spend a bit of one-on-one time hanging out doing things. Unfortunately, the timing is that I'm also doing a bit of extra work. But, so she'll be here on Friday. I'll hang out with her Friday day. And then Friday night, I'm going to another show. I'm like Show City at the moment. I'm going to another show with a client of mine to earn some extra income. And then on Saturday, I'm going to a gem show. So then I'll catch up with my sister again Saturday evening. I'm sure there'll be some copious amounts of alcohol being drunk, and I'll wake up on Sunday morning with a hangover. But here's hoping that Dora drinks a bit of this bit of water between drinks and doesn't ruin herself for Sunday, because Sunday will be my only day off through the week. And I hope to go for a bush walk actually on Sunday with my sister. Take her, because it's such great weather at the moment. So I think we're going to take her to a bush walk up to the Glasshouse Mountains. There's a beautiful walk there. It's about a 10-kilometre walk. I need an opportunity to wear my hiking shoes again, because I haven't been wearing my hiking shoes, and I'm taking them with me to Africa. So I need to get some wear into those. So we're going to do a fair bit of hiking with my sister while she's here. So live streaming might be put to the back burner for a bit. And then she goes, and then I have about 3 or 4 days to work and get myself organised to go to Africa. So that's why last weekend I did a live stream with Jazz and I started packing. And I've left the clothes in the packing cubes so that they're all ready. So this weekend I'm going to get my toiletries ready and my medical kit, all the little medical stuff like all my malaria tablets, different things that I need to take just in case, something happens over there. I actually need to get a refill of my EpiPen. So I have an EpiPen just in case I get bitten by a bee and feel a bit weird. Apparently I am anaphylactic for bees now. I'm hoping I'm not. That was just a really bad reaction last time. But, you've got to be careful. So my EpiPens, I realised they actually ran out. The due date on them was December last year. So I will get another 2 EpiPens. So there's a few things going on. And I'm going to breathe and get it going. Get it done. Get it done. Ooh! I got wet. Damn it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A little bit of water doesn't hurt anyone. You're allergic to ant bites, Susan. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Wow. So what happens if you get bitten by an ant? So, and then basically, bit by bit, every day I'm doing something towards that trip. So the last 2 days, I have rang individual banks to let them know I'm going on holidays and the dates and where I'm going. So you've got to let banks know so that if your card gets used in those countries, they don't stop your card and think that, a scammer's using it. So that's important. I actually do need... Today's job is to book some accommodation in Perth. So I fly to get to Africa. The direct route is across Australia, across the Indian Ocean to Africa. So to do that, you fly Brisbane to Perth, which is about 6 hours away from Brisbane, on the other side of Australia, the west coast, and then from Perth to Johannesburg. So obviously, it's not always good to leave everything, fly on the same day. Like if your flight gets cancelled or something like that, you're screwed. Then you miss your big flight over to Africa, and then you want to get to Africa the day before the trip starts, because otherwise, if something breaks down on that trip, then you miss the start of your trip, right? And then I've got a flight from Johannesburg to somewhere. So I can't miss that internal flight. So everything has to go a step back, you've got to go a day before. So basically I'm going Brisbane to Perth, staying overnight, so I have to book accommodation for that night. And then I fly out in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, from Perth to Johannesburg. And then we arrive in Johannesburg, we stay overnight in Johannesburg. That's already included in our trip. And we'll have a whole day in Johannesburg. Look at that seagrass. Amazing, eh? So it makes you really hopeful when you see all this seagrass here, because that means that out there's a lot of seagrass. And that means that we have a good population of dugongs, those sea cows, which I've never seen yet, but in the wild, but I will one day. Yeah, so anyway, so yes, that is on my today's list, along with working, which is code for me going whale watching. So here's me creating a life I don't need to run away from. So thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, my angels. And, me doing a live stream this morning, I got to show some of my friends, like Debbie Sue, dolphins in the wild, and how amazing is it to see animals in the wild. And we got to see the beautiful sunrise. and I just can't get enough of this beautiful ocean today. And I get to call this home. I'm very, very grateful. Last time I had an ant bite on my foot, it was literally a big balloon within 2 to 3 minutes. I have a pen also. Wow. Oh dear. Okay. Wow, that's good to know if I'm with you and get bitten by an ant. Crap, that's not good. All right, guys. I'm going to say love and leave you. I'm going to get home and have some breakfast. I can't wait to get a phone call from you, Susan. A prank phone. It is snowing in the Highlands, and we're going to see some snow. We're going to see some snow. We're going to see Jasper walking along snow. Oh, that'll be beautiful. And it'll be beautiful to see Susan just enjoying some snow, because I know it's been a hard couple of months. Well, it's been a beautiful couple of months too, right? Month with Jasper, but at the same time it's been hard when you've been sick. Anyway, guys, have an awesome evening, Debbie Sue. Have an awesome day, Susan. We'll hear from you later. Can't wait.